Welcome to Conscious Capybara podcast. Here's your host speaking, Esteban and I'm alone today. Lisa is on jail.
She's
Sadly,
in the clouds.
sadly she's flying away from us. Just kidding. And my co-host Lisa, Lucrecia Fisher.
I thought I'd be like pretending I'm traveling because we can't because of Corona still. So I miss it. So
No, actually, she's living on the street and she's embarrassed about her background.
Who knows?
Who knows
Probably
exactly?
from the streets. From the streets to the streets. Very good. So in this short episode, we just want to let you know who we are. And then if you have questions about us, ask us later. So I think I'm going to start. As I said last episode, good question. I am originally from the south of Germany. I was born and raised in Bavaria. So for the Germans of you, you know the the cliche around Bavaria. And then I kind of lived abroad for a bit in the Caribbean. And then I went to study in the north of Germany to study environmental engineering and later on water management. And I also studied in Ireland for a bit, and I dance a lot of Latin dances, so I get to travel for these all the time, which is why I meet cool people and dancing, cool people, languages, traveling, all of those are my passions.
So fancy, eh?
So
Shikimiki.
And then last year I found coaching, and now I moved to Berlin. And I am changing my career, and I'm also moving into coaching. That is my story. What about you?
Welcome to Conscious Lisa. Mine is more short than Lisa. I'm Esteban, I'm a sailor, I have a Yoda, I like Star Wars. What else I can tell you about you? About you? About me, yes. I'm an engineer, electromechanical engineer. I come from the north of Argentina, from Chaco, so to all my Chaqueñan people, hello there. 2 years ago, actually last year at the beginning of the February, I moved to Germany, so I'm living in Germany and working as an engineer here, learning the German a little bit. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, aber nicht viele. So yes, I prefer to speak in Spanish or English because it's easier for me. And now I'm studying to be a coach because I want to motivate people. I want to help you become your better version of yourself. What else? Cool. I am a sailor as well. What else I can say? I love extreme sports.
Very good. Cool. So, should we tell them why we chose IPAC as well? We didn't really talk about that last
You
time.
can tell them.
I can tell them. Cool. Yeah, I was having, I worked with a coach for my career transition. And then later on I noticed hey, I can actually picture myself more being a coach than what we were working towards myself. So I started Googling coaching schools and coaching as a profession, and then IPAC somehow popped up, and then it still took me a couple of months to decide for IPAC because I come from research, so I like to Google a lot and like to see all the studies and comparisons of schools, so it took me a while. But they were super friendly and encouraging and sending me all the data and information. So I had a couple of talks with them on the phone, which was very, very helpful. And then, in December, I basically chose IPAC and started already getting some material up front. Yeah, what about you?
Mine, I'm going to tell you completely the truth. I was just googling around what can I do to improve myself, and I said, oh, coaching's nice. So I started reading. Here's one of the first book I read, Awaken the Giant Within, the Tony Robbins amazing book. By the way, we are going to talk about this later on in other episode. So I was searching more about coaching. I say, I want to help people. Why not? I love helping people. And IPAC come around. I say, why not? So I jump into the ball. I didn't do so much research. I just follow my intuition and say, Yes, I want to be a greater coach, so why not IPEC? They have a lot of nice review, and I trust the people in internet. Who doesn't, right?
Who doesn't? Yeah, exactly. TripAdvisor 5 stars.
Yeah, for example, just go to Facebook. You're going to have a lot of fake news, right?
No.
For example, I
YouTubers.
know tomorrow is going to come a meteorite, and we are going to die. Sorry,
What?
spoiler alert.
Is that what
Yes.
happened? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. So you
the
should
name of the
definitely share a
website.
podcast today.
Yeah, that's why today we're going to send the podcast. Yes. Yes, and you know the website is complete trustful. The name is 9gag.com.
Oh, yeah. True. 9gags
Co-
always
I
up
complete.
to
Yeah,
date.
it's up to date. Yes, exactly. So it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Very good.
Mm,
Cool.
so she is more smart than me. So Lisa, tell me a little bit about coaching and the difference between coaching and therapy, for example, so the people can know more about what is coaching, because we are talking
True,
about
we
ourselves
said
and we are
a lot of
boring.
people. Sorry. A lot of people
Don't worry, you
confuse
can
it
talk.
a
I'm going
lot.
to mute yourself later on. I'm going to mute yourself.
Oh yeah, Esteban is usually the one editing, so with complete control over what comes out later on. Yeah, so a lot of people tend to confuse coaching with a lot of things. So there's a couple of different helping modalities, as they're called. So there's coaching, there's consulting, there's therapy, there's mentoring.
Yes.
Mentoring, yes.
Yes.
So all of these have different focus area, different target groups, different general methods and tools. So just to start off with coaching versus therapy, for example, it is basically that in therapy you mostly look at your past to understand your present, to understand how you as a person came about and to work better, etc. And coaching kind of starts in the present and says, hey, you're fine, you're completely working right now as you are. So how do we take you from the present to the future where you want to go? Let's reflect on the present and let's see what you need to start now in order to get to a certain point in, for example, 10 years. So
yes, so that's why we can say therapy, work with people. Sorry for interrupting you, but I want to talk about as well. And I'm going to mute yourself, so I'm going to mute you. So don't worry. So yes, therapy works with non-functional people, and coaching work with functional people and bring functional to extraordinary. So if you are just functional, you are going to be extraordinary later on after being coached with someone with experience like us. But later, don't worry. Okay, what else? What therapy? You say therapy, consulting, and mentoring, right?
True. I mean, consulting. So usually when you contract a consultant, you go to him and you have a lot of questions, and they are expert in their fields or maybe in your field as well. So they give you some solution that has previously worked for them or for other clients, and then they kind of adjust it to you and hope that it's working for you. But it's still not your own solution. So when you go to a coach, the coach has all the questions and is very much expert in the process. And then the coach is asking you questions in order to find your solution that you're gonna implement. Doesn't matter what other people are doing. Like the one solution that you can like pull off and actually work with, that is your correct solution. So the coach does not have an agenda like a consultant, and it's just expert in the process.
So we can say the coach is actually a tool for you to get where you want to be.
Yeah, and very fast. So it's like
fast
journaling but in hyper speed. Because as we know, we can journal, and then we can even ask ourselves new questions. We can Google new questions, but we also have our own perspective of how we Google new questions, and the coach has a different perspective. So he's holding up a different mirror from different angles and giving you new questions that you wouldn't even have Googled.
I think I'm going to start raising my hand to start speaking, so I stop interrupting you. So coaching brings you from point A to point V straight away, while you are enjoying the journey to A to B. Exactly. That's amazing. So you see your goal and you get to your goal. It's perfect.
Exactly.
It's easier. It's great. Just do it, like Nike. I think I'm going to start charging. I'm saying a lot of how you say marcas in English.
Marcas, como que.
For example, sponsorship, right?
Oh, okay. True.
So later on, I'm going to charge all of you people. So take notes.
Makes sense. Very good. So yeah, those are the main differences, and then obviously mentoring will be someone in your niche of expertise who is older and who's got more expertise than you have, and then you're kind of learning of his experiences. But he's basically just telling you what he made as mistakes, as what worked for him, what didn't, and then you're seeing if that fits to you. But it's not a guarantee either. So just to prove our point, coaching is the most effective.
Now, coaching is different than to the others, so it depends of what outcome you want to get from this kind of therapies, consulting, mentoring, coaching. The kind of method you want to use, you are going to have a different process to get a different outcome as well. But we believe a lot in coaching. So just continue following us. I think 10 minutes is a lot for just talking in this about this. What do you think? Yeah, too much.
We should split it, I think.
Nah, we are going to split. The people loved hearing you talking about everything. They DM me saying, "Okay, Lisa speak like a perfect English, and yours is quite Latino, right?"
But you're cute.
Yeah, I cute. I have a nice mustache.
Tiny Yoda.
I have a tiny Yoda.
Pink
So
Yoda. You're color clashing over the place. You're like red book, pink Yoda.
So yes, thank you very much for joining us for this episode. I hope to see you next time. Now you have seen our faces. I hope I didn't scare you. Maybe next time I'm going to be without a mustacho, but we don't know. And Lisa, I hope she's going to stop living in the streets.
Yeah, we'll hope for the best.
Yeah, I hope for the best. So maybe
my hair's not distracting the background too much.
So next episode, maybe we are going to start a GoFundMe campaign for Lisa so she can find a home. And the campaign, or maybe I'm going to give Lisa in adoption. So adopt Lisa.
Adopt the puppy.
Adopt a puppy. Adopt Lisa. Adopt Carpincho.
That's true. I'm the new Carpincho. Very good. So I hope you all have a great week and looking forward to seeing you check in on us next time. And enjoy, guys.
Enjoy. So, bis next mal. See you later, alligator. Hasta la próxima. And what else we can say? Yes. Yeah. Till next week. Bye bye, guys.